This cooperative little red-breasted nuthatch is giving us a great look at its colorful red breast, as we can see right here. It's quite amazing. Such a tiny little bird can survive these cold winter temperatures we have here in the North Country during the winter time, but somehow they manage to get through it. It can be tough for them though when it gets really cold, and with lots of snow makes it harder for them to find their normal little nuts and seeds that they would be eating. So if you've got the chance, put out a bird feeder to help them out through these tough times. The red-breasted nuthatch in particular likes shelled peanuts, but sunflower seed is a close second, and they'll even pick away at some suet. So help these little red-breasted nuthatches out now as we move into the, you might say, the dead of winter here in Iowa. This cute little gray squirrel is using the fur on its chest like a muff to keep its hands warm or paws warm on a cold winter's day. You know, these squirrels need about 2 pounds of food a week in order to stay fat and sassy like this one right here. And sometimes it seems like they can eat 2 pounds of sunflower seeds in a single sitting. But out in nature where they don't have the benefit of a feeder, food is a lot harder to come by. They hide or cache acorns in the ground in the fall, and they can dig down through more than a foot of snow. They smell them and basically dig them out of the frozen ground. They'll also cache acorns and other nuts inside of hollow trees or hollow logs that they can access. Other foods that they'd be eating now in the winter would be some of the buds on the trees that are starting to swell up, and also any leftover like box elder tree seeds. So those are some of the foods that this gray squirrel is looking for when it's out and about on a sunny winter's day. This elegant female mayfly at rest here is known as a speckled spinner in the trout fishing world, and trout anglers would try to match the hatch with an artificial mayfly that looks about like this that they'd cast out on the water, hoping a trout would choose their fly over this real thing. When the adults are emerging from the nymphal stage, the nymphs are known as small minnow mayflies because they can swim around about as fast as a minnow under the water, and they'll hide in the vegetation. They eat decaying plant material and bacteria, living under the water for about a year or so. When they are fully mature, they swim to the surface. The adults then break forth out of their shell into what's called at first a subimago stage. The female at that part of the cycle would have smoky wings. Now at the spinner stage, she's broken through out of a shell again into, you might say, the spinner stage or the imago stage. She's only going to live a few hours before mating with the male, dropping or laying her eggs on the water, and then almost immediately dying. So they are definitely in the ephemeroptera group of insects, and the adults live very ephemeral lives.